Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be 12 real life possession stories that will make you never want to go outside again. This is coming from the website bustle.com. When I was planning my countdown to Halloween back in September, I was Googling some ideas and this website popped up with this particular article. So it's written by Jessica Booth, and let's just go right into this video. So 12 real possession stories that will make you never want to go outside again. Number 1. Okay, so I'm just scrolling through them, and I don't think we'll be reading every single one today because some of them are really, really long. So we'll just go, and when I think I have enough footage, I will cut it off and then make another video another day about this. Okay, so number 1. This story about a camping trip turned into a real-life horror movie. I believe my friend is possessed by a demon, and here is why. At first, everything was normal. We went camping with a group of friends, and she was enjoying herself just fine. It wasn't until night that this would come out of her. I've never stayed the night with her before, so I'm not sure if this is a new thing or if this is a regular thing, but here it goes. We were all extremely exhausted from running around in the heat, so everybody crashed. There were about 5 of us in one giant tent. I thought everyone had fallen asleep, but after I dozed off, I heard some slapping noises, so I opened my eyes and I saw her standing in the corner of the tent in a jumping jack position, but not jumping, raising her arms and slapping her sides really fast. Her arms looked like sticks. They were so stiff. I thought to myself, give her a nightgown and this is the shit out of a horror movie. So true. But I didn't realize how right I was in that moment. I chalked it up to needing to get some energy out before bed and kept trying to sleep. A little while later, I hear some really creepy laughter. Didn't even sound like her. I finally woke up and said something to her like, dude, what is so funny that you're laughing about in the dark all alone? And she didn't answer. To be honest, the laughter sounded a bit like crying as well, so I said, are you laughing or crying? And this time she answered. She said, both fucking fuckers. She yelled it and it was intense. So I said, are you alright? And she didn't answer. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sleep through this now. I'm kind of freaked out. She did this the entire night. She was later on the ground, legs spread, just slapping herself on the ground and laughing hysterically, yelling fucking fuckers. Weird, right? Yeah, weird. The next day I told her she really creeped me out and I tried to ask her what she was doing. She said, I guess I just had to get it out of me. And I was like, alright, well, you're weird but I still like ya. She seemed okay for most of the day until night again. This time I saw her switch from herself to this demon. We were walking casually through a festival, just talking and being happy, when all of a sudden she looks at me extremely intense and starts speed walking. I thought something happened, so I ran up next to her, like, what's going on? And she gave me this face I will never forget. Lip corners turned down, eyes like fire. She said, I'm not listening. I didn't want to lose her in this festival because I felt she was a danger to herself and possibly to others. So I chased her through this place and tried to get her to sit down. She started that laugh again, that dark, sinister, creepy-ass laugh that turns into a cry and then a laugh again. And stayed very quiet otherwise unless it was to insult me. I tried to make small talk just to see if I could break through whatever she was going through, but she was completely resistant. I finally got her back to camp, and when we got there, she sat in a chair all still, just smiling that creepy smile and then turning down the corners of her mouth, doing the contorted face. Her eyes were intense. She was looking at me like she was going to jump up and choke me. You ever felt someone's hatred and felt like they were gonna kill you? Well, I have, and this was it. I felt like at any moment I could be killed by this girl. I said to her, girl, what has gotten into you? I'm really creeped out. and she then got on her hands and knees and crawled toward me, smiling like she was thinking some terrible shit, and then she bobbled her head left and right, trying to keep eye contact with me. I smiled at her. I don't know how she could keep her calm. I smiled at her because I didn't know what else to do, and she smiled back. I shook my head. Yes, she shook her head. Yes. I shook no. She did the same. She was now copying me. It was so creepy, you guys. So I finally said to her, look, I don't know how to read you or take you right now. And if you don't stop, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to put up with this much longer. And then the laughter started again. She started tapping her nails on my chair and pushing the little button that makes it recline like she was a maniac. Like fast pulses, if movement, it was nuts. I felt like this was some kind of demon trying to rudely play with me. Finally, her boyfriend walks up, and I stood up so fast and I was like, bye. I didn't say anything to him about it. I just left. And now I have these memories that make me cry every time I think about it. If I picture her standing in the tent, my body is covered in goosebumps and tears are running down my face. I'm shook, my dudes. I cried the whole time I typed this. I haven't contacted her yet, but I think she's coming back home today from that camp, and I don't know how to ask her about it. I want to try to get her some help, but I'm also super worried about what will happen if I stalk the fire. I should also add that this girl is in her 30s, so I didn't think she was acting. Ooh. She's too mature to pretend to be possessed. Trust me on this one. And then it says, TIDR. I went camping with my friends and she morphed from a sweetheart to a demon 2 nights in a row. I haven't asked her about it yet since we've been back. Not sure how to proceed. Then edit. I forgot to add the part where she examined her body like it was brand new to her. Checking out her skin and legs and breasts like she had never seen it before. Extra creepy. Update. She called me yesterday to see if I could let her sleep over for a couple of days. She said she needed to get her shit together before she goes back to her home state. I told her that my kids were home with me and that I didn't feel right letting her come. And because what happened over the weekend really scared me, and that I was scared for my life in the most literal sense. She was surprised but not shocked. She didn't ask what happened. I think she was probably pretty reluctant to actually find out, but I told her anyway. Relayed the whole story, and I said that I thought she should get some help. She was actually concerned that she scared everyone away because apparently her boyfriend has dumped her, and all of her other friends in the tent are no longer talking to her, which makes me weep. It's so sad. I guess they did hear her, they just don't care enough to do anything about it. So I assured her that I'm not going to abandon her, but I am going to find her help. I suggested that she looks into some spiritual therapy to try to release what darkness is inside of her, whether it's emotional or spiritual, or a spirit acting through her. She needs help. I mentioned that I thought she may have a friend in there who needs to go home, and she said she knows she thinks she needs help and is willing to get it. I think it was all overwhelming for her, so she politely asked if I let her call me back, and I said yes. I haven't heard from her yet, but I suspect I'll get a call today. Update. I've been talking to her daily to make sure she's doing alright. Haven't really dug too far to make sure whatever that was isn't a recurring thing, because I think it's important to have a soft landing place without interrogation right now. Whew. Okay, so it turns out that this story is actually originally from Reddit under Paranormal, and it is written by GUR_BAH, and it was written about a year ago. So I'm gonna leave it there. I know this was supposed to be 12 stories, and I'm gonna leave it there. Oh my god, you guys. So I will link the bustle.com article down below, because I will continue on this, but this one was freaky and it was a long one, so I'm gonna end it after the first one. Bustle.com will be linked down below this specific article, and then I will try and find this actual Reddit link as well and link it down below so that the author gets credit as well. And yeah, So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I post videos every day in the month of October. Make sure to subscribe, and I will be finishing these other 11 real possession stories in a future video, or future videos if they're all that long. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.